Aloha and welcome back, hopefully. After making my video yesterday, I said, hey, why don't we make something good today? Which is why I come to you with a video about morality. So, welcome, and today we are going to talk about why it is good to be good. Good basically meaning to be kind, to be caring, to be respectful of others. Why is it good to have those traits? So first up, I wrote the first tribes. So our ancestors back way long ago lived in tribes. And so to survive, you had to be good to one another. You could not be selfish. You could not keep everything for yourself, because then you'd be ostracized and kicked out of your tribe and die because a predator would swoop you up and kill you. Nowadays, it's a bit different because we are more independent creatures, which is a bad and a good thing. Because now, we don't have the safety in numbers, but if we are weak, then we will still survive. That is due to evolution and to the evolution of our technology. So, let's start from the beginning of our lives now. Now that we know the background of how people had to be good, had to be kind, let's talk about now, or as children. So babies are actually born with a sense of morality. This has been proven by a study from Yale, and what they essentially did was they had a puppet show where one was acting good and the other was acting bad, and then they had the babies pick between either one, and I think like 9 out of 10 or something picked the good one. And so what this proves is that babies have a sense of morality. They know right from wrong if it's proven to them. But what changes? How do we become bad after that? Well, greed and selfishness. We see that we can have more. So it's the question between, do you want people? Do you want to have people, a group, or do you want more things? Do you want more items? So that's really a choice that you get to make. But personally, I think that it's better to have the people, because we learn from our surroundings. We learn from what we're taught. Babies are born with that sense of morality, as it has been proven, but we learn still. We're always learning from others, and so it's our surroundings. It's our exposure to different people. So in the book, let's take 2 characters from a book, for example. All right, Draco Malfoy. Actually, no, this doesn't work. How about the book I'm reading? It's Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. Very good book. I very highly suggest it if you're looking for a good read. There's the character Zafar, who is the rich, spoiled boy, who is nasty, kind of. Nasty as in rude and bad. And then there is Shiva, who is the main antagonist, who was born on the streets. He didn't have a good life, and so he is also nasty. So who do you pity? Who do you take the side of? Who do you pick? Well, can you blame either one of them? It's because of their exposure. Shiva was exposed to bad things early on. He was exposed to things that hurt him, so to stay safe, he had to be the bad thing on the streets. He had to be the mean one so that nothing would hurt him. And that succeeded for him, but now he's a bad person. Shoot. Dang it. Sorry. Oh. Zafar, on the other hand, lives a good life. He is the son of the general, and he can't complain. But the thing is, he was never exposed to people that were less fortunate than him. He was just taught that they were bad and dirty. So can you blame him? Because what he was taught and what he was exposed to were rich people and people who were telling him that the poor people were bad. And then you have cases of people who are good in both circumstances, and that's because they have exposure. So let's say Shiva was actually good and he was exposed to people that were kind to him early on. when you feel that kindness, you want more of it. I want to say like endorphins, but I don't think that's it. It's a different feeling. And so you want to repeat that feeling. It's sort of like a drug. It's a kindness. Kindness is a drug, but not a bad one. So if someone had acted kind to him, maybe he would be kind overall. But we don't know that, is the thing. It's just the amount of exposure. If someone's kind to you once, you do not learn from that totally. You don't base your entire life on that. But it has to be repeated acts of it. I don't know how many times, but it's like training a dog. If you teach them a trick one time, they do it once, then they don't know it. They don't know the trick. Sorry. But if you teach them repeatedly and teach them the word, then they will know it eventually. Oh my God. And then in Zafar's case, so the Zafars of the world, some of them are exposed to people less fortunate than them, and they're exposed to that kindness. They aren't taught that people that are less fortunate than them are bad. They are taught that they are human and to help them, which is what makes good people. Exposure to other good people. And how do we get those people originally? From the people that were in the tribes. It starts off all the way back at the beginning. You take those good people and you mix them up with more people, and then you get more good people. But the saying is true, one bad apple ruins the batch. So one bad person in a group of good people can influence them badly. And so what have we learned today? Good people come from exposure to other good people. We are good because we want others to see us as good. We want others to like us because we are social creatures. So that's it. I'm sorry this is a very long video. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want.